Hello, this is Victor for Wednesday, May 17th. I'm going to take a quick look here how the indices are doing right here from my perspective here. And here we are on Wednesday, and you can see we got a pop-up on the candle on this day here. So what I'm going to do here, because it broke above this trend line over here. So what I'm going to do, because it's kind of a messy trend line, you see a break up, comes back down, tries to break out, comes back down. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to set this over here to make sure it touches right there. So I extend it out, and there we go. As you can see, it just broke above it, so it might be a potential moving up. And in this trend line here, now I'm just going to go ahead and carry this over because this could be the low. All right. Looking at the RSI 2, we still have room to move up higher. RSI 5, we also have room to go up a little higher as well. How high can we go? Well, let's see here. Take a look here. Zoom in here. Now we have the 20-day moving average here. Usually it's a magnet. So it may want to pop up a little bit higher or go as high as the 337 zone over here in this area. So it's just something to watch. We're again above the 5-day moving average, which is a good thing. And let's see if we can close above tomorrow, above this trend line here. Let's go now to the SPYs. This one here, you can see it's still trading pretty choppy here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this trend line right over here, down here. Well, actually, maybe this is better. You got some touches here, here, and several of them here. So that seems to be the support here. And as far as the resistance, we're now going to go ahead and make this the resistance and run this across straight ahead. And this is what and then take this one off. And this is, take that one off as well. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing here in the basic triangle here, forming the wedge running, seems like to be running up a little bit, not too much of an angle, but this could be bearish. So we'll see. How high can we go here? Well, on the RSI 2, it still shows that we have room possibly to go a little higher, and the RSI 5 as well. So my guess is we'll probably get a touch up here, right in this zone, right in there, LP, right there. So we might get a push up and run back down this way here. So once we get up here, consider going short SPXU. That's what I'm going to try. I'll pick some up. I picked some up this afternoon as well, just nibbled up here. And if we get up a little higher, I'm going to go ahead and nibble a little bit more. Going down to the Qs now. So Qs, once my chart refreshes. There we go. Look at that. All right. So with the Qs, let's check, see what the trend line here. You can see it's been trading above this upper side of the trend line. Now the bottom side here, then we're going to make this the bottom side. See what kind of support we're looking at. Run it up here. There you go. So you got this support here. Traded above this wedge as well. Now look at this here. On the RSI 2, we're overextended now. Same thing with RSI 5, overextended. So that to me is a setup to look for a close below the 5-day moving average over here to go short. So what I did is I picked up a little bit of SQQQ to short the leverage for the Qs. So we'll see how that goes. And how high can this go? Let's see here. Well, what I see here is a top way over here. It's going to try to run over there. Let's exit here. Yeah, that's about right. So let me just scoot this over, get this into the frame. Zoom in a little bit more. There you go. Extend it a little further out. Okay. So here's our target right here. If it can reach up to in this zone, and then it will be a good time for me to really consider to add another position at SQQQ, the short, the Qs here. So it's not that much more on the run if you actually measure this from where we're at now to just the bottom of the zone, or let's just go in the middle. That's 1%. So that easily could be the easy move in one day. Or we could trade a little bit sideways and then pop up, and that's it. That could be the end of the run and the setup of the bull trap for the bears to push it further down. How far down can we expect to go down? Well, I think the first target would be down over here. Let's put this target here. This is be my first area where I would look into. So if we get up here, short, come in down here, and then we'll see how the RSI is playing, looking before deciding if we buy the bounce or look for the breakdown. Going over to IWM, again you could see down, trading sideways, kind of a bearish formation here, long term, trading sideways for many days. And let's fix these trend lines here. So we got this trend line going down here, so we're going to adjust it to right there. Still broke above it. Now the support, well, here we go. We could fix this over here, bring it down to this candle, and just slide it up this way here. So this is what I see coming along. Let's move this out of the way. RSI 2 has room to run up. Same with RSI 5. So where can it run up to? I could see it a zone up in this area here. Right in this area here. That if you can get up here, add some shorts, TZA. Right now I have some TNA going up this over here. Let's take a quick look at silver. So we're pulling back, broke down below this bottom of the channel. Now RSI 2 is dipped below the 10, and the RSI 5 also dipped below the 25. Kind of have a divergent signal here on the RSI 2, so we may look for a little bounce. I'm not saying we're going to make higher highs, but I can picture it at least getting to the 20 or for the gap fill here. Actually, let's put that gap fill here so we could keep an eye on it. So I'm going to put gap. Got that there, so we know there's a gap fill here. So maybe it will run up there. Okay. As far as the trend lines, let's just readjust this down here. Could be down somewhere down here where silver will bounce. Now the bottom channel here, we'll leave this intact the way it is and see if it could get above the 5-day moving average to consider going long AGQ. Okay, looking at gold. See RSI 2, RSI 5, you see we have a setup, both of them under the oversold zone. So looking for a bounce. Let's zoom in a little bit. Get these guys over here. Alright, and let's extend this trend line out. See, we're below it. This could be just a fake out and pop right back up. In terms of the